Position from mount into back.
Great.
Okay, so probably the most common one that you're gonna see is almost like a gift wrap style, right? Anytime that the arm crosses, right, we can basically apply body weight to it and then go around the head, right, and connect to it, right? Here, I actually like to grab the fingies, not the fingers, but I grab the pinky finger and then I turn it, right, so it wraps around like so, and I put my thumb out, right, that way I can push it a little, right? Then from here, right, I'm actually just gonna try to step out. Most people, they try to grab your foot. Do I know why? No, I don't, because I think this is retarded. But you literally can just come here.
Yeah, I like that because normally, like, if I try and get them with their arm like that, I'll try and do a head and arm choke, but I always get it on their face, and I just can't really sink it in. So it'd be good just to be like, okay, I'm just gonna take you back.
So, again, we'll mount, right? I'm gonna come in here, right? I'll post, right? I can push it across using my body weight, right? I prefer to grab the fingies. Most people will tell you to grab the ball, right? AK get the wrist, right? From here, I'll try to do this little back step kind of thing, right? And everyone and their mom tries to grab your fucking foot, right? And put it in between their legs, like this, right? They literally just gave you half the back mount, right? Put your knee behind their back, right? Sit backwards. Cool. One more time. Get the hand cross body. I typically do this because I'll bait it out when people try to get it back in, right? They're pushing. I come, I fill the space right here. I'm either on top of the elbow or behind the elbow, right? I'll apply pressure. I, again, prefer this. Most people prefer this. Personal preference, right? If they don't grab your foot, right? This is still the same thing, right? You just won't go super far. You literally just come out to the right here, put your knee there, put your foot. Give it a try. All right. So we got back exposure, right, from causing this right here, right? So I've crossed his body causing this. How else can I get that kind of exposure, right? One, I can take his hand up, right? Once I'm here, I'll drive up. So instead of just going for an arm bar or anything like that, right? Like I said, I was going for an arm bar. I'm like, I got it, right? And they're like trying to shoot their hand over, right? I'll assist them in that hand over, and I'll shoot my knee in, right? It'd be very hard for him to flatten out, right? Once my knee's in here, because he's got to get his shoulder over here now, right? Once his shoulder moves, then he can do it. That's what this hand should be doing, right? So if I drive this forward, get underneath.
It's like you're posting.
See how my hand is here?
Yeah.
Right? Get your shoulders over there.
Yeah.
Right? Now I can lift him, right? And shoot my hip in. So we're here. I was like, I want this, right? It's not working super well. I'm like, fine. I shoot it across, basically, up and across. Fill the space with my hand and my knee. I take, lift, shoot my knee in, connect. And if you can't tell, arm bars, triangles.
Yeah.
And if you want to work your way down from there, that's fine. Right? From here, you can connect. You can post out and come in. Right? I can just grab right here Anytime that I can get my knee in this window, I'm now just backing me back. I argue that you shouldn't leave, right? But if you want to, get good at your windshield wiping. Okay? Any questions?
Can you do it one more time?
Yeah. Actually, do it with you. Yeah. So he can see. So we're here, right? Going for an arm attack. We're not getting it. We shoot it up. Hover, post, lift, shoot our hips in, connect our legs. It sounds super complicated. I know. But all you're doing is getting rotation, filling the space, and being able to use and fill it, right? And I can't fill it if he's in the way. That's why I lift him, right? So, if he's over here pressing on my chest and everything like that, and I do this,
Yeah.
what's that?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. If you see, I'm hooking this arm to give me a measure of control. You don't have to do that. It will help you because it stays connected. Any other questions? All right, give it a try. All right, so let's say we have gi, right? I have my own gi that I can use. I have his gi that I can use, right? Again, if I want the back, right, I have to cause back exposure, right? So one of the ways I like to cause back exposure, right, is I will drive. Now come here. What did I just do?
Expose his back.
Mm-hmm. But he wants to flatten out, right? Or he wants to go all the way over here, right, and get on his side. Your sides are typically stronger, right? Once I'm here, like this. Same general concept. I prefer higher guards, right? Higher control, higher isolation, right? If I'm here and this elbow is exposed, or not exposed, this shoulder is exposed, right? Because I'm here, pull them, I'll keep here, right? I have the shoulder control, right? Why wouldn't I isolate to the shoulder, right? That's a me thing, right? You do whatever the fuck you want. I know people who come here and they're like, I'm gonna just sit back like this. I think that's fucking stupid, but that's me. So, how am I causing this? I'll push, I'll come up. You see I'm driving this window, right? I will pull. I can literally put my foot on the mat, stand up, kind of power. Can you flatten out, Samuel?
No.
He is in between my legs. There's no space. Right? If I start to squeeze my legs, I'm starting to impede his breathing. Right? From here, if I want his back, I can simply pull it and go. Right? Same thing we were doing just a second ago. Right? Or there are other avenues. Right? You can go and pull this way. Right? And get them to rotate. Right? Because if they're driving, like they want to go that way. Right? They just pushing, pushing, pushing. Same thing. So, isolating up, right? I control here, because it gives me a push and a pull, right? If I want to push them down, because they're trying to sit up right now, right? I just keep my hand there and I punch the mat, right? If he's trying to go that direction and I don't want it yet, just keep my hand to the mat. Now I want him to go that direction. I pull him up and I put my foot down. Put the foot down.
You're standing, like stepping on it?
You don't have to stand. You can do this. I find that I have to swap to standing on this side, right? Because my space depends how thick your partner is and everything like that, and how tall and long you are. Body types are differ, right? Consistently, right? I might be able to do this if I'm rolling with people the same size or smaller, right? Get someone who has a belly, Get someone who's thicker, right? Your knees don't have power, right? Like this. How easy is it for you to move me right now?
Yeah.
Right? Where if I'm here, right? Like this.
Yeah.
I'm taking away the space, right? But I'm also keeping my own power, and I have my ability to sit, right? To lift my head, right? To drive my hips forward. My mobility is increased, and yet all the pinning is still there, right? So from here, I can pull this to me, right? I can employ this hand by either shoving or pulling the head, scooping, underside, what I mean by scooping, right? You just take your hand like this, scoop it up. Same general concept. Questions, comments, concerns?